Hello, hello, my viewers. Hello, my dear participants. Hello, my dear students. I am online just to translate a Bengali passage into English for WBCS men, PSC men, and many other examinations, including UPSC. And you know that we shall have to translate from our mother tongue into English in the examination hall. And it is to be remembered, yes, thank you very much. It is to be remembered that translating a Bengali passage into English is a unique idea. However, I must not make my introduction lengthy, and let us start. Welcome to my channel and easy step to English grammar. Welcome to my channel and easy step to English grammar. I have written the Bengali passage. And let us start translation. Okay. অশ্বারোহী অরণ্যের মধ্যে প্রবেশ করিয়া ভগ্নদশাপ্রাপ্ত বাড়িটির দিকে তাকিয়ে ভয় মিশ্রিত কণ্ঠে বলিয়া উঠিল, কেউ ওখানে আছো নাকি? It's a very beautiful prose in Bengali. Let us repeat the Bengali sentence. অশ্বারোহী অরণ্যের মধ্যে প্রবেশ করিয়া, you see that the subject is the same person. The subject is the same person. So you will use participle. The first you should use perfect participle, and then you will use present participle. অশ্বারোহী অরণ্যের মধ্যে প্রবেশ করিয়া ভগ্নদশাপ্রাপ্ত বাড়িটির দিকে তাকিয়ে ভয় মিশ্রিত কণ্ঠে বলিয়া উঠিলেন, কেউ ওখানে আছো নাকি? ওকে, নাও start. Entering the forest, or having entered, first use perfect participle. Having entered the forest. Okay. Yes, I am crazy, I do admit. And what do you want to mean? Crazy. Yes, I have a craze for demonstrating a lesson. This is my craze, nothing else. Okay. Having entered the forest. Okay. And looking at the dilapidated house, ভগ্ন দশাপ্রাপ্ত, dilapidated house. Next day I will give the English translation in the description box and you will follow. Again I am repeating, having entered the forest and looking at the dilapidated house, the rider of the horse, the rider of the horse shouted out with his fearful voice, or with his scared voice, comma, within inverted commas. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Okay? Again, I am repeating the first sentence. Having entered and looking at the dilapidated house, the rider of the horse shouted out in his fearful voice, comma, within inverted commas, is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Okay? Note of interrogation and inverted comma close. Okay? Now the second sentence, just follow me and try to solve. If you are able to translate into English, you may solve, and I will make a conversation with you. Okay? Really, I am very crazy. You see, কোনো উত্তর এলো না, শুধু কয়েকটা পাখি চিলেকোঠার ভেতর থেকে উড়ে বেরিয়ে গেল। কোনো উত্তর এলো না, ওকে, কোনো উত্তর এলো না, কমা, শুধু কয়েকটা পাখি চিলেকোঠার ভিতর থেকে উড়ে বেরিয়ে গেল। No response came. No response came to the traveler, and only a few birds flew away from the attic of the house. From the attic of the house. Attic means chilekota. Again I am repeating, no response came from anybody, and only a few birds flew away from the attic of the house. Those who have joined, I have the right to request to like, comment and subscribe my channel and Easy Step to English Grammar, because I am doing for your examination, for your purpose. Next sentence. অশ্বটি শ্যাওলাবৃত, again repeating, অশ্বটি শ্যাওলাবৃত অরণ্যের মেঝে থেকে ঘাস ছিঁড়ে খাচ্ছিল। অশ্বটি অরণ্যের শ্যাওলাবৃত মেঝে থেকে ঘাস ছিঁড়ে খাচ্ছিল। So the horse was cropping, CROPPING, to crop up. The horse was cropping grass. Sir, Bengali passage is very old and has a lot of history. Yes, it may be, but our function is to translate. Whatever it may be, and it may be taken from any piece of literature, any piece of Bengali prose. I think it is written in Bengali from the poem The Listener by Walter Delamere. From the listeners by Walter Delamere, the Victorian poet. Okay, the Victorian poet. But I have I have gotten this Bengali passage somewhere, and I am trying to translate only, nothing else. Okay, it may be old, it may be new, whatever may be the case. My function is to translate, nothing else. Okay, my dear friend, let us follow. অশ্বটি শ্যাওলাবৃত অরণ্যের মেঝে থেকে ঘাস ছিঁড়ে খাচ্ছিল। The horse was cropping grasses from the mossy floor of the forest. Again I am repeating. The horse was cropping grasses from the mossy floor of the forest. Mossy, M-O-S-S-Y, that is Savlabrito, covered with moss. Okay. Another sentence. সমগ্র অরণ্যকে গ্রাস করছিল। অদ্ভুত এক নীরবতা সমগ্র অরণ্যকে গ্রাস করছিল। ওকে, জাস্ট আই এম ট্রান্সলেটিং extempore, and only what I have got is a Bengali passage. Okay, অদ্ভুত এক নীরবতা সমগ্র অরণ্যকে গ্রাস করছিল। A strange silence, S-T-R-A-N-G, it is past continuous tense. A strange silence was capturing the entire forest. A strange silence was enveloping. You may use enveloping, you may use capturing the entire forest. Tomorrow when I shall take the hashtags and description, etc., I shall give the passage English translation in the description box, and you will follow. Okay, now it is too late, that is why I shall go to bed. Next, Pothik, a peculiar silent. My dear friend, peculiar is adjective and silent is also adjective. So what should you write? A peculiar silence. A peculiar silence, not silent. I am silent, but a silence is prevailing in the room. Okay, so a peculiar silence was shrouding the environment. It may be, but I am writing a strange silence was enveloping or capturing the entire forest. Okay. Next sentence. পথিক এবার দরজায় করাঘাত করিয়া চিৎকার করিয়া বলিলেন, কেউ বাড়িতে আছো? পথিক এবার দরজায় আঘাত করিয়া বা করাঘাত করিয়া চিৎকার করিয়া বলিলেন, কেউ বাড়িতে আছো? Now the traveler knocked at the door of the house. Now the traveler knocked at the door of the house. I am making it a compound sentence. Knocked at the door of the house, and shouted out, "Is there anybody in the house? Is there anybody in the house?" Again, I am repeating. I am making it a compound sentence. Now the traveler knocked at the house and shouted out, saying, comma, within inverted commas, "Is there anybody in the house?" Okay. মনে হলো কয়েকটা ছায়ামূর্তি সিঁড়ির উপর জটলা করে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে। মনে হলো কয়েকটা ছায়ামূর্তি সিঁড়ির উপর জটলা করে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে। It seemed that some shadowy figures were thronging or stood thronging on the stairs of the house. Again, I am repeating. It seemed that some shadowy figures stood thronging on the stairs of the house. Okay? ওরা যেন কিছু বলতে চায় কিন্তু পারছে না। It was supposed that they wanted to say something but could not. They wanted to say something but in vain. Again, I am repeating. It was supposed that they wanted to say something but they could not. Okay? ভীত পথিক এইবার বলে উঠলেন, তোমরা যেই হও ওদের বলে দিও আমি এসেছিলাম। ভীত পথিক এইবার বলল, তোমরা বলে দিও ওদের আমি এসেছিলাম। Now the frightened or the scared traveler said, comma, within inverted commas, whoever you may be, please tell them that I came. Whoever you may be, please tell them I came. Full stop, inverted comma close. ছায়ামূর্তিগুলি চুপচাপ। The shadowy figures were silent. Now they are silent. The shadowy figures stood still. You may use stood still. That means the shadowy figures were silent, were tranquil, were speechless. So whatever English you may use, that's up to you. Okay, it must be polished. অশ্বের খুরের শব্দ ধীর গতিতে বিলীন হয়ে গেল। The sound of the galloping horse, the sounds of the hoofs, HOOFs or HOOVs, both are correct. The sounds of the hoofs of the horse gradually diminished, gradually decreased, past indefinite tense. The sounds of the hoofs of the horse gradually diminished. ও পূর্বের নিস্তব্ধতা অরণ্যকে গ্রাস করল। And the previous silence recaptured the forest. Recaptured the forest. And the previous silence gradually recaptured the silence. Okay? If you like this sort of translation, please comment, please like, and it will cost nothing if you give a like, and if you subscribe my channel, an easy step to English grammar, to get more translations like it. And I shall also be highly pleased if I can share my ideas of translation with you for your examination purpose. Good night, stay safe, stay blessed, and I hope that this video will come to your benefit, and the next morning I will give the entire translation in your description box. Good night.